The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Detroit Lions. On the Saints sideline, head coach Kellen Moore. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it looked like he was able to get it back. So a big sigh of relief there, as that would have been a disastrous way to start this ball game. The Saints offense taking the field behind their second-year cornerback, who showed plenty of promise in his rookie campaign, Tyler Shuck.
Coming out of Louisville, a lot of people had eyes on Tyler Shuck, who had been at 3 different schools and battled injuries throughout his collegiate career. But what we saw of him in the final 9 games as a starter last season lets everyone know that the Saints have found their starting quarterback.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. From the gun, Shuck. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
The tight end in motion right. Achane gets it from the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Greg Dortch back deep. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
A nice season individually last year, 4th straight year with over 4,400 yards passing. But the team missed the playoffs for the first time since 2022. He and the Lions expecting redemption this season.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 78 yards. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints nothing.
The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints set to go back to work. And you see their offensive coordinator, Doug Nussmeier. These guys trail here in this first half. And now they'll focus on trying to get some points on this upcoming drive. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, shot. Achane hit and the ball is out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. This out quickly to Williams. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Here now, 2nd and 4.
15-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Brown with his stick skills. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Achane to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The tackle by Jack Campbell. 1-yard gain.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw a shot. He'll dump this off to Achane. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they can really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The play over before it really got started thanks to Pete Werner. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Goff. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. Now Shuck. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Here's Shuck. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And taken down just shy of the 40. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Shuck now to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. 3rd down, Shuck from the gun. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here comes Dortch on the return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Lions will take over. As the home team's offense makes their way back out, we show you the defensive coordinator for the visiting team. His guys trail here in this first half, so he and the rest of the staff will be looking for ways to keep this deficit right where it is. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
You know when I can tell this is going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
39-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. A shotgun snap for Goff. That is caught by Laporta. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on third down, Goff. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's first and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Goff now looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this would be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now Goff on third and goal. Touchdown! Sam Laporta, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Brown with his stick skills. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
At the 23-yard line.
To throw now, Shuck. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll put it away for the 4th time today. On the return, Dortch. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions go back to work as you get a peek at their offensive coordinator, Drew Petzing. His guys have the first half lead here as they try to find some ways to attack this defense. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 7.
At their 48-yard line.
To throw is Goff. To the left side, he finds to Sloan. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's good. For a Lions. First down.
Here's Goff. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Goff now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Goff now looks to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Bates' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got it to Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Lions first down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Goff now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have opened the lead up to 30. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Saints nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Out of the gun, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
He was defended by
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Here's Goff. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Jack Fox in punt formation for the Lions.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at the end. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Taken down by Pete Warner. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now it's gone. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Brown with a stick skills. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. On the right side, this is Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Watch out here, 52.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. Second and a couple. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Pushes past him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, New Orleans.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Saints.
A first down carry now for Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 50 yards. And the Saints are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Charlie Smith for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Saints 7.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Play action. It's Goff. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run good for 24 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaiah Pacheco. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Now Rattler. That to the right sideline. And it falls incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate. It was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The term game manager has such a negative connotation, and I don't really understand why. There are very few quarterbacks who can go out and truly carry an offense. I put this guy in the game manager category, and he did a great job on that first throw, finding an easy pass to his running back to get into a rhythm.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for the head coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Oh, the ball comes out on a hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Olave over the middle.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Gain of 20. First down, New Orleans.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 32. Ready?
A shotgun handoff now to Miller.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A CD, always a little extra excitement for week one and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday.